Pero tau stimi o sola. O le tanto malo fa anolongi e le rivaingo le awot. O se tasi na malanga atu I Samoa. I le fono tanga tai malo le taupulenga le foto a mai atu. I le nama sina o ke topa. E peo le tali malo e lo tanto o toro I Samoa. Fifila le nganga I le rivaingo le awot. O le wa tono mai le safo o le tanto malo fa anolongi. It's a pleasure and it's a privilege to have you on the program this afternoon. Very popular in Samoa and worldwide, Miss Lorraine Lionheart from the UK and Botswana. Talofa lava and welcome to the program.
Talofa lava, thank you so much for having me.
You have become an internet sensation in Samoa and the Pacific and, of course, worldwide for your presence in Samoa. How did you get to Samoa? How did you get selected to be in Samoa for Chogam, Miss Lorraine?
Oh, well, first of all, I just want to say a big thank you to the people of Samoa for that warm welcome. I was expecting them to be so nice and kind because, I've seen a lot about their culture before, but they still exceeded what my expectations were. So I just want to take this opportunity to also say thank you so much for the love. So basically, I went to Chogam as a musician. I'm a singer-songwriter and I'm also a music academic. Almost about to complete my PhD in music here with the University of London. So I've worked with the Commonwealth Resounds, which is an organization based here in the UK, and they do a lot of the Commonwealth events for the music and entertainment side. So I've worked with them for several years, and this is my second Chogam actually. And yes, so I went to Samoa to participate mainly for the entertainment.
Wow. Was this your first time ever setting foot in our beautiful island of Samoa?
Yes, it was my first time, and I have a feeling I'll keep coming back, and probably next time I'll stay longer, bring my family along as well.
Now, did it? From what you read and what you heard before setting foot in Samoa, was there justice for you being there and what you've been told before?
Yes, I mean, for me, one of my deepest interests in Samoa is the culture of the indigenous people of Samoa, because I was born and raised in the Kalahari Desert, where we have the indigenous people of the Southern Africa. So the similarities in the culture and the spirit, the connectedness to the environment, to nature, the wholeness, the essence of what humanity, I feel, should be, that is lost in so many other parts of the world. So for me, that was something that I was absolutely excited to explore and to just immerse myself in. And the fact that I was there and I did not offend or intrude in any way, and I was so welcome and so embraced, just made the experience even more extraordinary for me.
Now, I'm pretty sure you heard some Samoan music when you were in Samoa. Are there any similarities to the kind of music that you hear in Botswana and the music you produce and record?
Absolutely. It's the spiritual content in the music where it goes beyond just being a commercial entity. That, where I grew up, I wasn't really taught music in the way that I'm being taught in the UK. Not that it's bad, but there's a deeper sense to music. There's a deeper root to music that is more profound. And I could tell, how the Samoan youth, especially that I worked with, who are very talented musicians, that music is not just merely something that they're trying to earn a living with. It's something that is deeply spiritual to them. So yes, that is something that I very much appreciated about Samoan music.
Now, you immersed yourself in the village that was hosting you. Any similarities to your home back in Botswana? Because I believe you grew up in the UK.
I actually grew up in Botswana, but I came to the UK when I was 21. So for the most part, my childhood roots are based in my Botswana culture. And yes, I could feel just the energy of being in Samoa. Sometimes where I come from in Botswana, the world sometimes perceive it as like backwards and stone age and left behind. But, maybe sometimes even people can use terms like not civilized. but not realizing that the true civilization is there rooted in our cultures and everything. The true essence of wisdom and knowledge about, the entire, meaning of what it means, of life, of humanity. So when in the villages in Samoa, I could feel that in a very strong sense. And I don't look at it as like, oh, this is a small village, it's poor, is what. That's not my mentality because of who I am and where I come from. So yes, I could sense those similarities, and for me, it was absolutely beautiful and really just humbling.
As a female artist, how important is the role of women in your culture Botswana compared to what you saw in Samoa?
Interestingly enough, when I was in Samoa, I actually immersed myself in the theme of women and girls, because one of the events that I was performing at was the Women's Forum, where one of the themes was about violence against women and girls. And I specifically wrote a song for Chogam to support that message. And that I performed it for the first time there in Samoa, and then connecting with the young girls and the women in Samoa was very powerful for me, to a point where even though I did not have a lot of time in Samoa, I knew I had to film the music video for this song in Samoa. So, for me, it uplifted me, interacting with women in Samoa, it uplifted me in such a way because, as an artist going around, especially, a woman that looks physically different from other people, when I go to several other parts of the world, in most cases, the embrace is from the opposite sex. But in Samoa, I could see how the women were literally naturally connecting with me without, I didn't have to try so hard. And, they just saw me as a sister. So, yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your song? It's a symphony. Tell us a bit about what's going on throughout the song.
So the symphony, it was actually the relay, Commonwealth, the relay song that the Commonwealth put it out there for many artists in Commonwealth countries to do their versions of it. So I decided to come up with a recorded version that celebrated African culture, and I went to Southern Africa, to South Africa, and I engaged people from Zambia and other Commonwealth countries, Botswana, and I actually worked with over 1,500 people to create a video that was very well taken by the Commonwealth community. But the song, for me, my message was about the unity, about the recognition that we are literally one. And, the more time I spend in Samoa, the more I recognize that it doesn't matter that I traveled 52 hours to get there. We are still one. We are one people.
Now, what kind of music are you into, Lorraine? You're a singer-songwriter. What kind of music? Is it originally Botswanan music, or is it a mixture?
I try not to restrict myself to any particular genre. So I've tried all sorts of genres, just because I'm just fascinated with cultures worldwide, influences from everywhere in the world. But I always, of course, have a strong sense of Africa in my music, and not particularly just Botswana, from all around the countries. For example, I have songs in I think it's 17 different African languages.
Wow.
And I don't speak most of those languages. I only speak 6. But I've learned to sing in those different languages. Hopefully next time I go to Samoa, I will sing a song in Samoan language too.
All right. Well, you've immersed yourself in Samoan and the Samoan culture. What's one aspect of our Samoan culture that you can never forget, that will make you want to go back for more? Because it's not just me that saw what you posted from Samoa, that you were looking for a man in Samoa, Lorraine.
Well, I mean, you can't help but be so interested, so attracted to the energy, the essence of Samoa, and but I think one of the main things that I will miss the most about Samoa is just the people's sense of humor. And and it's quite interesting because I was like, wow, another person could easily take it a different way if they don't understand it and maybe feel like they're being mocked or whatsoever. But for me, I just blended in with that sense of humor, and I love the laughter, the way they try to make a light situation out of everything, and I love all that. So I think that's my favorite part.
All right. Now, will we ever see you back in Samoa anytime soon?
Absolutely. I think within the next 6 months, I will definitely come to Samoa. I would love to work with the Ministry of Women in Samoa. And, I would love to work with the young people that I worked with before and more in Samoa. So, and like I said, I would still really want the opportunity to record a song in Samoan language. And I feel like actually the environment in Samoa just is perfect for songwriting, for creativity. I could go there for 6 months and literally come up with the most beautiful album.
All right. Well, what's going to happen with you within the next month before you head back to Samoa?
Well, on the 2nd of December, which is selfishly my birthday, I've decided to premiere the beautiful video that I shot in Samoa. So I'm looking forward to that and how they're going to take it. And I think they would love it. And I'm doing so much to make sure that it's the highest quality. It promotes Samoa in a good light. And it also has a powerful message for women and girls around the world. So yes, I think that's the main thing that I'm working on at the moment, just to make sure that it aligns and it's respectful to Samoa, and it sends back my love to Samoa as well. So yes, and I'll continue promoting Samoa, for tourism and other reasons, for investment. I think it's a beautiful country.
Now, before you send your regards to all our listeners and audience this afternoon, if you say you're looking for a Samoan man, what qualities will you be looking for, Lorraine?
I guess I'm a sucker for a good heart. But I think that's very easy to find in Samoa. And, Samoan men are like very strong. So already I feel safe and protected.
Well, I'm pretty sure you won't have to work hard to find a good man back in Samoa when you travel next year. Well, final word to everybody, and especially those you worked with in Samoa during the Chokom 2024.
Well, final words is just to say a big thank you once again, and I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you again. And please keep hold and protect that culture, that beautiful culture. Never let it go. So that's my final words.
Thank you very much for taking time out. I know it's almost midnight there in the UK and it's getting cold, but thank you so much for answering our request, and we wish you all the best, and we can't wait to see what you have in store for your birthday, and of course the video from Samoa, and all the best. If you can't find one, you let me know and I'll direct you to the many Samoan men, not just in Samoa, but there's some in New Zealand as well.
I'm actually going to hold you to that.
Miss
When
Lorraine,
I come back, I'll go straight to you, like, where's my man?
Exactly. Miss Lorraine Lionheart, music artist and songwriter, residing in the UK, born and raised in Botswana. Thank you very much for your time. All the best, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for having me, sir. God bless you.
Tō whā soifua. Ia le nā, o tō ia le na vevesi mai pō while mea o ia le tamaitai o Lorraine. Ia ngā, o le la umangkoe ku aku leo le interview. Ai mo o tō ia fia maua se ava noa. Ia o a ue wha o mai ia o tūtusi a palai. A uwa ia kula marakanga kai hoki ai ia le wha moe koe le mau ai se kupe. Ia lana winga, ia sa o kana le sino makua. Ua le tila, ua le tikline. Ai ngā pa ma deadline kako.